Have you ever experienced that eerie feeling? The same number sequence glaring back at you from the clock, a word whispered in different conversations, a specific animal crossing your path again and again. This is not a glitch in the matrix. According to spiritualist Sylvia Browne, this is a deliberate message. The universe is trying to get your attention. But what is it saying? Stay to find out how to decode the secret language of your reality. You are not just watching this video by chance. The algorithm didn't simply bring you here. Think about the series of thoughts, the subtle nudges, the very state of mind you were in just before you clicked play. This convergence, this moment, is itself a potential sign. We live our lives buried in routine, convinced that our reality is a linear, predictable sequence of events. We wake up, we work, we scroll, we sleep, operating on a kind of autopilot that filters out the seemingly insignificant. But what if I told you that within that monotonous hum, a secret code is being transmitted, specifically for you? What if the universe, or the deepest part of your own mind, has been screaming at you in a whisper, using the fabric of your daily life as its canvas? The renowned psychic and spiritualist Sylvia Browne forces us to confront this very possibility with her powerful statement. You will see something repeatedly today, and it has a meaning. This is not a gentle suggestion. It is a radical reassignment of significance to everything we dismiss as coincidence. It is a call to arms for our perception. We have been culturally conditioned to label the unexplained, the repetitive, the oddly timed as mere randomness, a trick of the brain, or a statistical inevitability. This conditioning is a cage, and it keeps us locked out from a profound dialogue that is happening all around us and within us at all times. Consider the last time you saw a sequence of numbers everywhere, on license plates, receipts, the time 11:11 on your clock, or the moment a song from your past suddenly played in a supermarket, then in a car passing by, and then was mentioned by a friend, all in the same day. We feel a shiver, a momentary awe, and then we shrug it off. We tell ourselves, it's nothing. But that feeling, that shiver, is the key. It is your innate intuition recognizing a pattern, your spiritual subconscious ringing a tiny bell to get your conscious mind to pay attention. Sylvia Browne insists we stop shrugging. This is where the real journey begins. This video is your wake-up call. It is an invitation to step out of the passenger seat of your own life and into the role of a detective, an interpreter of the divine. We are going to dismantle the myth of coincidence and explore the three powerful sources of these repetitive signs: messages from the universe or spiritual guides, echoes from your own subconscious mind, and the mysterious phenomenon of synchronicity. By the end of this, your world will look different. It will feel more connected, more intentional, and infinitely more mysterious. Pay close attention, because the signs are already appearing. Let's begin by exploring the most awe-inspiring source of these repetitive signs: the idea that they are deliberate messages from the universe or from your spiritual guides. This concept fundamentally shifts your role in existence from a passive observer to an active participant in a cosmic conversation. Think of the universe not as a cold, empty void, but as a conscious, intelligent energy that is intimately aware of your journey, your struggles, and your questions. When you keep seeing a particular symbol, like a feather on your path or a specific word in a book, it's not random debris, it's a targeted delivery. These are not grand, booming voices from the heavens, but subtle, personalized nudges designed to offer guidance, comfort, or confirmation on the path you are walking. Many people report experiencing these signs during periods of intense doubt or transition. You might be questioning a major career move, feeling the weight of a personal loss, or simply feeling lost and asking for a signal that you are not alone. It is in these vulnerable moments that the signs often intensify, appearing with a frequency that can no longer be ignored. A sudden, unexpected encounter with a butterfly, a recurring dream of water, or that persistent number sequence, these are all potential responses to your silent prayers. They are the universe's way of whispering, "I hear you. You are on the right track." Or sometimes, "Proceed with caution, there is another way." The content of the message is deeply personal and symbolic, not literal. A hawk circling repeatedly above your home is unlikely to be a message about birdwatching. Instead, you must delve into the symbolic meaning of the hawk, which often represents vision, perspective, and the ability to see the bigger picture from a higher vantage point. The universe communicates in the language of archetypes and symbols because this language bypasses the critical, logical mind and speaks directly to your soul. Your task is to become a student of this language, to ask yourself what a specific animal, number, or word means to you intuitively in the context of your current life situation. Skeptics will, of course, cry confirmation bias, and that is a comfortable, safe explanation to retreat to. But I challenge you to conduct a simple experiment. For the next week, approach your day with the active expectation that you will receive guidance. Pose a sincere, heartfelt question to the universe each morning, and then go about your day with your senses wide open, actively looking for the patterns and repetitions. You will be astonished at how the world seems to rearrange itself to answer you. The same book title will catch your eye in different stores, a stranger will say the exact phrase you needed to hear, or a financial obstacle will suddenly resolve itself. This is not magic, it is the law of attraction and divine communication in action. Ultimately, embracing this source of signs transforms life from a series of random events into a guided journey. It instills a profound sense of comfort and belonging, a knowing that you are being looked after by forces seen and unseen. This dialogue requires you to cultivate a state of receptive awareness, to quiet the noise of the external world and trust the gentle tug of intuition. When you start to acknowledge these signs, you are essentially telling the universe, I am listening. And the beautiful, undeniable truth is that it will respond by speaking to you even more clearly, weaving its guidance into the very fabric of your everyday existence. Now let's turn our gaze inward, to a realm just as mysterious as the outer universe, the vast, uncharted landscape of your own subconscious mind. This is the second powerful source of these repetitive signs, and in many ways, it is the most personal and urgent. Your subconscious is not just a passive repository of memories, it is a dynamic, powerful entity that is constantly processing information, feeling emotions, and perceiving truths that your conscious mind may not be ready to handle. When it has a critical message, it cannot get through your logical filters. It resorts to a clever, symbolic workaround. It projects its content onto your external reality. Think of your subconscious as the director of a grand internal play, and your waking life as the movie screen. When an unprocessed emotion, like a deep-seated fear of abandonment or a repressed creative desire, gains enough strength, the director will find a way to project that image onto the screen for you to finally see. This is why you might suddenly see heart symbols everywhere after a breakup, a clear echo of your subconscious preoccupation with love and loss. Or why images of locked doors might haunt you when you feel trapped in a life situation. A powerful metaphor your inner mind is using to scream for change. These subconscious echoes are often more persistent and emotionally charged than external spiritual messages because they originate from within you. They carry the weight of your unmet needs, your unhealed wounds, and your untapped potential. A musician who has abandoned their art might start hearing the same piece of music everywhere, a haunting melody that is really the cry of their stifled soul. Someone avoiding a difficult conversation might encounter the same phrase from movies, books, and friends, a relentless nudge from their own psyche urging them to speak their truth. The repetition is a measure of the message's importance. Ignoring these internal signs can have consequences. While the universe might gently persist, your subconscious can become more dramatic in its methods if you continue to look the other way. This is where these patterns can manifest as heightened anxiety, a sense of general unease, or even manifest in your dream life, becoming more intense and turbulent. The subconscious is determined to be heard, and it will use every tool at its disposal to create balance and force your conscious self to integrate what is being repressed. The sign is not a punishment, it is a profound act of self-preservation from the deepest part of who you are. So how do you differentiate this from a universal message? The key lies in the emotional fingerprint. A sign from your subconscious typically triggers a more personal, visceral, and often uncomfortable reaction. It feels intimately connected to a struggle you know you are having. The work here is one of shadow work and honest self-reflection. When you notice a repetition, you must have the courage to sit with it in silence and ask the difficult questions. What does this symbol make me feel? What area of my life does this connect to? What truth am I avoiding? By decoding these echoes, you are not just interpreting signs, you are engaging in the most important conversation you will ever have, the one with your authentic self. Now we arrive at the beautiful intersection of the inner and the outer, the psychological and the spiritual, in a phenomenon that the renowned psychologist Carl Jung termed synchronicity. This is the third and perhaps most profound lens through which to view these repetitive signs. Synchronicity is defined as the experience of two or more events that are apparently causally unrelated, yet occur together in a meaningful manner. They are not one thing causing the other, but rather two things dancing together in a way that reveals a deeper, hidden order to the universe. This is the realm of meaningful coincidences that are so striking, they shake us out of our mundane perception of reality. Imagine this. You are deeply contemplating a major move to a new city, let's say Tokyo. The thought is burning in your mind. Later that day, you randomly meet a stranger in a coffee shop who, unprompted, starts telling you about their life-changing years living in Tokyo. That evening, you turn on the television and a documentary about Tokyo is just starting. The next morning, you find an old bookmark from a book about Japanese culture. This is not a message from the universe in the traditional sense, nor is it purely a projection of your subconscious. This is a synchronicity, a constellation of external events meaningfully aligning with an internal state, revealing that your inner world and outer reality are not separate but deeply mysteriously intertwined. Jung proposed that synchronicities are glimpses into the underlying unity of all things, a concept that resonates deeply with many spiritual teachings. They suggest that at a fundamental level, consciousness and the material world are connected in a way that our current science cannot fully explain. When you experience a synchronicity, you are briefly seeing the seams of reality, the intricate web that connects your thoughts, your environment, and the flow of time itself. It's as if the universe is winking at you, showing you that you are exactly where you are meant to be, and that your life is part of a much larger, intelligent story. These events carry a unique power because they provide a profound sense of confirmation. They don't just offer guidance, they make you feel in your very bones that you are on the right path. A synchronicity can be the final nudge you need to make a life-altering decision, providing a sense of cosmic permission that logic alone could never grant. It answers the silent, desperate question, am I doing the right thing? With a resounding, multifaceted yes that plays out in the theater of your daily life. It's the universe's way of co-signing your intuition. Therefore, when you notice a powerful repetition, especially one that involves a complex cluster of events perfectly mirroring an internal question or state of being, you are likely witnessing a synchronicity. The appropriate response is not to dissect it with cold logic, but to lean into the meaning it evokes within you. Acknowledge the awe, feel the connection, and trust the direction it is pointing you toward. By recognizing and honoring these moments, you are not being superstitious. You are aligning yourself with a more holistic and intelligent view of reality, one where meaning is not manufactured, but discovered through the magical, meaningful dance of chance and purpose. So here we are at the end of our exploration, but truly at the beginning of a new way of seeing. We have journeyed through the three profound sources of the repetitions that weave through your days: the guiding hand of the universe and spiritual guides, the urgent whispers of your own subconscious mind, and the awe-inspiring, meaningful dance of synchronicity. While they originate from different places, they converge on a single, life-altering truth. There are no ordinary moments. The clock showing 11:11, the repeated song, the persistent animal symbol. They are all threads in a grand, personal tapestry of meaning, specifically designed for your eyes and your soul. This understanding fundamentally rewires your experience of reality. It transforms you from a passive passenger into an active author and detective in the story of your own life. The fog of randomness begins to lift, and in its place, a luminous landscape of dialogue and significance emerges. Your daily walk to work is no longer just a commute. It is a potential safari for signs. Your conversations are no longer just exchanges of words. They are potential fields where seeds of confirmation and guidance can be planted. Life becomes a constant, engaging conversation, a mystery where you are both the detective and the cherished recipient of the clues. Embrace this role with a sense of curiosity and courage. Do not be afraid to interpret the signs, knowing that your first intuitive hit is often the most accurate. Keep a journal, note the repetitions, and reflect on what was occupying your mind and heart when they appeared. The meaning is not found in a generic dictionary of symbols, but in the silent, resonant echo between the symbol and your inner world. This practice of mindful attention is in itself a form of meditation and a powerful tool for spiritual and psychological growth. Sylvia Browne's statement was a promise, and now you are equipped to see it fulfilled. You will see something repeatedly today, and it has a meaning. This is your new normal. From this moment forward, you can choose to move through a dead mechanical world, or you can choose to step into a living, breathing, communicative universe that is conspiring to guide you toward your highest good. The choice is yours. The evidence is all around you, waiting for your gaze to give it purpose. All you have to do is pay attention. If this perspective resonated with you, if it made you see the world with a little more magic and meaning, then do not let this connection be a mere coincidence. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell. Let's continue this conversation and decode the mysteries of this beautiful, interconnected reality together.